courgettes! Oh no, I left them way too long. Oops. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Marrows. Hello and welcome to another allotment vlog. It is the 15th of July and it has been raining and it's so refreshing. It is so welcome after the heat of the past few weeks, especially this weekend. I'm absolutely exhausted from making the raised bed and I'm really excited to see that coming onto the plot hopefully this coming weekend. So in maybe about 5 or 6 days I'll have my raised bed on the plot and I can see all my hard work in situ, but I am so tired and just need a really gentle evening today. But I've been picking my cosmos and they look so pretty. I can't get over the size of these plants. These stems are just so bushy. Look at the size of them, they're huge. They're just so thick and strong. I've never grown a cosmos like this before. Um, I'm in absolute awe of them. They look so healthy as well. They've got the most beautiful colour green and the leaves are just so fluffy and tactile. I love stroking cosmos. I, I just love them so much. Everything about cosmos is absolutely fantastic. But these plants are just so good. I have not been disappointed this year. I was worried I didn't have enough cosmos, but these guys are definitely making up for the lack of cosmos around the rest of the plot. This patch is glorious, absolutely beautiful. I love them so much. So I actually came to the plot this evening because yesterday I popped to the plot and there were a couple of things that needed addressing and I didn't have the capacity to do them at the time. So I've come today to do them. However, one of them has already been done. So yesterday I saw that the white fleecing that I'd put on my broccolis was disintegrating, and that was a big blow because obviously the second those brassicas are uncovered, they are at risk of cabbage white butterflies laying their eggs on them and then them hatching into caterpillars and then my broccolis being eaten. So I was panicking a little bit, not knowing what I had to cover them, but Mum found some knitting at home, which I brought to the plot with me this evening, and my intention was to fix up the broccoli cage. But when I got to the plot today, it had already been covered, and that was a very big surprise. And I can only guess from my powers of deduction that it was my absolutely wonderful plot neighbours who have covered their own broccolis or brassicas. And that is just unbelievably kind and generous, and I am so grateful. Um, I was in absolute shock when I saw this. Allotment life is so wholesome. I love it. Everyone is so sweet. So, they are covered, but I know that they were uncovered for a little bit, so I do still need to check on them and make sure there aren't any caterpillars or eggs in there. I think I can see a few leaves that have been nibbled, so I am expecting to see something, but I'm going to have a little look now. But What the heck? It's so kind. I can't believe it. They really didn't need to do that, but they were working on theirs. They saw I had a need and they just did it without even asking. And mm, yeah, it's I feel like I might cry. It's just so sweet. I only found two clumps of eggs, which was really good, and they are pretty fresh, so I've removed them and hopefully I haven't missed any, but I will keep checking every time I come to the plot just in case. Um, the cabbage whites tend to lay their eggs on the underside of leaves, so you really have to get in there and turn the leaves over and check every single crevice because you think there might not be any just by looking at them from the top, but then you turn over and there's a mass of eggs. So you've got to be diligent, especially when it comes to your brassicas. Um, I still can't believe that this has been done. I don't have to do it this evening, which is so, so nice. Obviously, I'll have to shut this back up after checking on them, but oh, it's so nice. Oh, I'm really lucky to have such lovely plot neighbours. I really, really am. Um, yeah, what a lovely surprise. The other job I need to do is add more supports for the tomatoes. I have been a little bit lax in pinching out the side shoots. There are some quite established side shoots coming out and they've got flowers on them. So I did cut a few off yesterday and opened up some of this space just to just tame it a little bit, tidy it up a little bit, and allow the tomatoes that are already growing to have a little bit more light so they can ripen. But I don't want to cut all of them off, so I think I'm going to add a few more structures to give these side shoots something to climb up because otherwise they're just going to flop over. And I think 5 tomato plants in this weeny half bed was probably quite ambitious, but I'm going to have a very big bushy hedge of tomatoes, I think. And I'm very excited. There's so many flowers on there and there's lots of little tomatoes growing. So I'm really, really looking forward to these coming out. Look at the yellow pears. Look at these guys. They're just so cute. They smell so amazing. Oh my goodness. The smell of tomato leaves is sensational. I'm so glad I can smell tomatoes.
Being a gardener really changes your perspective on rain. Before I got my allotment, I certainly wouldn't have been willingly going out in it, and now I relish it and I welcome it, and I really enjoyed just pottering around in the rain. It slowed me down a little bit, and that actually was really beneficial. And listening to the rain reminds me of camping and that whole relaxing soundscape that you get with the rain hitting the canvas. So please just enjoy some rain sounds and take a few moments to just relax a little bit and regulate yourself.
My intention with coming to the plot today was to get loads of stuff done, and the the two things that I absolutely had to get done have been done. And the rest of the time, I ended up actually just sitting and observing and listening to the rain, and it was just so calming and peaceful. I just feel so much more relaxed. I wasn't particularly stressed, I don't think. I've just had a very busy weekend, but I just needed, I think, some time to just sit and be quiet and be still. Um, and not everything has to be about doing jobs. So, yeah, I feel really zen right now, and like I actually might have a really good sleep, which I'm really excited about. I just love being here so much. I'm so grateful that I have this space and that I am in a place in my life where this is possible. It just absolutely blows my mind. And I'm just so happy. I'm so, so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so excited. I'm so sleepy. So that's it for today, and I'll see you the next time I'm on the plot. I've just noticed something really, really bad. The string I was using to hold the sunflower to the cane are far too tight. The stalk has grown out and it's cutting it. That is terrible, terrible news. I need to get these off immediately and just hope that the sunflower can survive that and it hasn't gone too far through that it's just gonna snap at the bottom. Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't noticed that before. I only noticed it because this wasp is kind of going in. Oh, stress. It's so tall now. The sunflower is so nearly out. Oh, this can't be the thing that is its downfall. I can't let this happen. I've got the strings off, but I am really concerned. They are some quite serious wounds, and hopefully it can heal itself. I mean, plants are very robust and strong and clever and smart, so they grow in all sorts of places where you wouldn't expect and overcome lots of challenges and setbacks, so maybe it will be all right. I will be really, really upset with myself if that proves to be the end of my sunflower. There are so many wasps there and I don't know what they're doing. Why are there so many wasps? What is happening? What do they want from my sunflower? Are they drinking its sap? Have they laid eggs? Are they eating it from the inside out? Oh my gosh, what have I done? I have thought on my feet and have wrapped up some newspaper really, really loosely around those really bad wounds right at the bottom, which the wasps seem to be doing something in, and that has foiled them. They can't get in. I've used the loosest possible way to tie, so even if the stem actually grows, it will push this out so it's not going to choke it, and just hope that they heal and it can continue growing and everything will be okay. I'm not gonna start panicking yet. Oh, okay, the wasps are baffled. This is good. I would love for them to leave. I need to do these ones as well. It's found the top one now. Great. Oh my god. I absolutely love this combination of cosmos and courgette. The courgettes have gone massive. I cannot believe how big that Romanesco has got. I was worried 2 plants weren't going to be enough, but I genuinely wouldn't have fit 3 in this bed anyway. But the cosmos just works so well with it. I love it. They're doing really, really well. They look beautiful. And they do help keep some of the weeds down. I mean, there's lots of weeds in there, but you can't really notice them because of the cosmos. And there is a tomato, or a couple of tomato plants actually, that have sprouted up from the compost. So that's fun. And a little bit of fennel, lots of weed. But on the whole, it's looking really good. Oh gosh, there's loads more tomatoes. Good grief, there's so many of them. I might need to pick those ones out. And the tree spinach, of course, which is looking lovely. Very, very happy with this bed. I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. I will certainly be inspired by this next year when I do my beds again. This combination is absolutely winning. I love it. I probably will just keep this combination again. Pink and green, courgettes, cosmos, and anything else that fits that criteria. I've just seen these nasturtiums come out. What are these? They're so funky. They look like paint splatters, or like someone's splashed bleach on an orange nasturtium and it's bleached the colour out. They're so interesting. It's not my favourite colour combination, but I really like the patterns on these petals. I really love the pale yellow. I think the pale yellow is lovely. I'm not a huge fan of the orange, but I still think they're very cool. The purple emperors are well and truly underway with their flowering. I am still not loving the colour, and I won't be having these, at least in this place, next year. Some of them have come a bit purple. I guess that's close to purple. That's closer to what I was expecting anyway. There's a kind of a nice pinky one. That's okay. Like they're all right. They're not a horrible colour. It's just, it's not the combination of colours that I wanted for this area. And my poor sweet peas with their powdery mildew. The leaves don't look great, but the flowers are still coming out and they do look gorgeous. I do love these sweet peas so much. They make me so happy. But the combination of the nasturtiums and the sweet peas has not worked as I had hoped, and that's okay. Everything is an experiment, and I'm learning, and doing this and learning from this year means I won't make the same mistake next year, so I can do something a little bit different and see how it goes. I definitely need to get round here again to weed, because this wasn't that bad last week, I'm sure, but these nettles and other things have come up quite quickly, and I need to get on top of those before they choke everything out again. But look at the violas, aren't they cute? They look lovely, they're beautiful. Very, very happy to have some violas on the plot, and there will be many, many more next year, and I'll be pressing them and having some little dried flowers as mementos of my plot, so I can dry them, use them to stick in my journal, and just have some cute little dried flowers to play around with and do crafts. They're really, really good for that. I've got so much to do, and I think just to help me out a little bit, I'm not going to film it because I just need to get cracking on. It's so hot, I'm really struggling with the heat, and I think if I'm having to think about my camera as well, it's just going to delay me, and also my battery is dying, so that's just going to be a bit of an added stress. So I'm just going to get some stuff done, and I will pick up the camera again later on.
I desperately needed to do some weeding, and in the courgette bed I found a wild field pansy, and it is so cute and beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's the most delicate little flower, and I definitely kept this one. I also harvested the rest of my potatoes on the outside row, so all the potatoes are up from this side so that I could get this area ready for my strawberry bed. More on that later. And I started to clear this grassy strip, which is going to be where I'm going to put the raised bed, which I'm about to make. I came back to the plot later in the evening with an army of my mum and my brother and put them to work immediately. In my previous video, I made these raised bed sides, so this is the moment of truth to see if they actually go together. I first attached the posts to the long sides, and I'm drilling pilot holes and then using a screwdriver to screw in my screws. This was less faff than changing the drill bit constantly, and I could also delegate the screwing to my brother so that I could just drill the holes and things went a lot quicker. This is the moment that the last screw went in and days of work was finally over.
Yay! It's done.
I am so proud of this project, but to me it's not just a raised bed. It is a symbol of my strength, perseverance and dedication, even when things are really difficult. And harvesting my own homegrown food from this bed will feel all the more satisfying. I have dug up the outside row of potatoes and removed the compost bin that was here, and I've taken the compost out and put it into the compost bin over there. So the compost has now been turned and relocated, so I've got this whole section ready, and I'm going to be making another bed which is going to go along this whole length, and I am going to be transplanting the strawberries. So all these strawberries that are in this bed currently are going to be relocated over here. The raised bed that I've just put together is going to be going in this area here. So I have started to clear out the grass in this section, and I'm going to be using this upside down to line the bottom of the strawberry bed, and the potato soil that has been dug out of where the potatoes are is going to come and fill the bed that will be put here. So that is my current to-do list, and that's giving me a lot to do, but I'm really excited because I can actually see it working. I can see it coming together, and it's very, very exciting indeed. This is very messy, but it's gonna look really good very, very soon. Everything has been a real team effort today and this evening, and I definitely could not have done this without the help of my mum and my brother, so thank you both for your help, willing or unwilling. You are both amazing, and I'm very, very grateful and lucky to have you. I am so pleased with how everything has gone today, and I'm looking forward to what else I can get up to over the weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next allotment vlog update. Until then, stay calm and carry on growing. Bye! I just want to finish this video by saying that the big butterfly count is going on currently up until the 10th of August. So if you're in the UK, all you need to do is give 15 minutes of your time, look at a space in your garden, in the park, in the woods, wherever you want to go, and just look for some butterflies, and in those 15 minutes count how many of each species you see and insert it into the survey database, and the butterfly conservation charity will collate all the sightings and see who's doing well, who's not doing so well, and it will give vital information about butterfly populations here in the UK. It does appear to be quite a big year for butterflies, but we must remember that a good year this year would be equivalent to a bad year 30 years ago. So the butterflies and their caterpillars really need our help in preserving their habitats and ensuring their survival for generations to come. I feel so lucky to have seen my first silver washed fritillary this year. Let me know if you take part in the survey and what butterflies you saw.